Hey everybody,
Hi guys,
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here,
ElleKosGlam.
coming to you from another beautiful sunny Florida day.
Yes, it's beautiful out here. It's warm. It's cold everywhere else, but it's warm here.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yes.
So anyway, guys, today we want to talk to you about the mutiny at sea.
Yeah, see, this should be juicy. Make sure you go pop some popcorn, get you something to sip on, because we're going to spill the tea.
Anyway, guys, at the heart of this video, I think that we're going to really just talk about some times when we think that it may be proper to file a formal complaint or when you should expect some kind of things from the cruise line. I'll reserve my opinion on the story to the end. We can talk about it a little bit, and then we'd love to hear your opinion on it.
If you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification button right here.
Ding!
That way you'll know we upload. We upload every week, and we go from beautiful places like this live.
So anyway, guys, the Norwegian Spirit was doing a wonderful 2-week trip in Europe, going to the Netherlands, Norway, Iceland, which really should be like a really adventurous trip, you would think.
That sounds so much fun. That's some of my bucket list destinations there.
Yeah, absolutely. So really great itinerary to see some history, see some beautiful fjords, see some beautiful mountains, experience some new cultures. So I'm sure it really was a wonderful trip and 2-week trip. You know, this had to be a really big bucket list for a lot of people, I'm sure.
Absolutely. This is not one of those trips you could just jump on and go to the Caribbean for a weekend. You have to go far.
and you know, that's kind of the pretext of why people were complaining so much as we get into the story. People really spent a lot of money to go on to this trip. You got to think, first of all, it's a 2-week cruise, so obviously it's an expensive cruise. Then the airfare getting over there, and I'm sure they probably had some pre-cruise hotel stays and different things like that. So a lot of money, I'm sure, was spent by every passenger aboard that ship.
It sounds like an investment.
Yeah. So basically what happened, guys, is that they just had the worst weather ever.
Oh no, what type of weather?
High winds,
Oh no.
rough seas, rain, and they just missed port after port after port. You know, they tried to go into the port one day and then the winds picked up. They had to go right back out. They tried to reschedule a stop and they went to another town, and that town literally does not accept tourists on certain days, I suppose.
Oh no.
So they wouldn't let them go there. So it was just, you know, one thing after another. They ended up being at sea for 3 days. You know, there's some stories about the sewage backing up on the ship and things like that. I don't know if I believe that or not, because these ships are designed to be at sea for days and days and days without having to, you know, empty the tanks and all that kind of stuff, right? So I'm skeptical on that. I don't know. But they definitely missed a lot of the stuff that they were anticipating on seeing.
So they invested all this money into this fabulous cruise that's life-changing and bucket list destinations, and then the weather did not permit them to go. Oh gosh.
So literally a ton of the passengers came down into the atrium area and were just protesting,
What?
demanding a full refund.
Say what?
Demanding full refunds. the end, skip to the end of the story, Norwegian offered everybody a 25% credit for what they spent on this ship towards a future sailing. So they offered them 25%. So here we are, but it was literally mutiny at sea on board at the lobby area. Officers were grabbing people and pulling them off, and they got them on tape. And then the passengers were yelling at the captain when he came down, and it was just, it was really, really bad.
It sounded like it was complete chaos, and you know, some people are upset that they paid this much money to go to their bucket list destinations, but then again, you have to have organization or it'll be complete chaos because everybody is stuck on the ship.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts on it. If this was Norwegian's fault, so let's say they had mechanical issues on the ship.
Sure, something broke down.
Or they were short-staffed on the ship or something to that effect. Yeah, I get that, you know, Norwegian should do something to make it right because those are things that are within their control to an extent.
Sure.
Weather is not one of those things that the ship or the captain or anybody else
I don't think you can blame Norwegian for that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the captain probably was keeping everybody safe.
Sure.
He was keeping the ship safe by not going into port because he didn't want to damage the port or the ship, which again puts people's lives in danger. You know, we have been on a ship with really high winds. Remember, we went to Dominica not too long ago, and I was really shocked that they docked the ship there. They did, but we ended up leaving early. They got as soon as they got people on there, they got them off there. The winds were really bad. It was moving the ship away from the pier. They had to stop boarding the ship because the gangway almost came off the pier.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So very high winds came out of nowhere. So for them to even offer 25% as goodwill, I think is commendable, in my opinion.
Comment below and let us know what you think. Do you think that was a fair thing to do for Norwegian? Do you think it was their fault? Do you think the passengers had a right to go down there and get together as mutiny, to go down to the front desk and demand the refund? Comment below and let us know what's your thoughts on this.
Yeah, so, yeah, personally, I don't think, that's weather. It is what it is. There's no different than being on a Caribbean cruise and a hurricane cooks up and the ship has to totally divert and can't go to the islands. And I'm sure, there probably is a handful of people that will fuss about it. But majority of people are like, heck no, I don't want to be in no hurricane. Let's get out of here.
I think we have to remember it's the captain's job to keep everybody safe. And he's going to go do what he have to do because he's so responsible for everyone, so that when they make decisions like that, sometimes it makes everybody angry. The captain's job is to make sure that everybody is safe on board. They are responsible for a lot of people, and they take that very literally, whether we like it or not. Whether we want to be on the vacation or not, their main goal is to keep us safe. To get everybody together to go down as a mutiny, I'm not sure if that was a good idea, but you can comment below. I would have probably took care of it after I got the ship. To have everybody confined and angry and mad the entire time, I think that was just a complete waste of time.
Yeah, that's right. Captain's number one job is all the souls on board that ship. So absolutely. And read your cruise contract. It's in there.
It's in there. The red tape is in there.
Read that fine print. It talks all about weather and changing itineraries and yada yada yada. So it's in there. You agreed to it.
Yeah.
For Norwegian to even offer 25%, I think is commendable on them.
Me too.
Now, if they had issues, okay, so now let's talk about issues. So if they did have issues with sewage backing up and that kind of thing, which shouldn't happen after only 3 days at sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's on Norwegian.
Yeah, when you've got some things that are on the cruise line, when they have the responsibility and they drop the ball on things, absolutely. If you have, example, we were on the ship one time, and I won't name the ship, but we had a backed up toilet.
We did.
And we're not going to complain about a backed up toilet. It happens.
It was backed up before we even got in there. Okay.
So yeah. So and we're not that petty. It even happened a second time.
Sure. And
we didn't say anything. But guess what, guys? It happened the third time. We finally complained, and then guess what? It happened a fourth time on the same ship, same sailing. So at that point, we really did we really did fuss about that because after 4 times it should have been fixed, or they should have moved us to another cabin or something.
It was aggravating.
We got compensated pretty well on that. Those are the kind of things that are within their control.
Yeah, but you got to remember, some people plan for years for these vacations. They plan for 5 years, 10 years, 15, sometimes 20 years. Some people, this is their first cruise, and it's just, this is the only time they can take off work. When they get that time off, boom, a storm, and then they're on a ship, so they stuck. And I can understand the frustration, but it's all about your reaction and how you react to it. I'm not sure if a mutiny was viable.
I can totally understand them being upset by it, for it to cost that much money, for them to travel that far, to go to all these wonderful destinations.
Yeah, sound like some really good ones.
I can understand them being upset, but I would not have joined the mutiny for that.
No.
I think it's a bit much. So,
like I said, comment below and let us know, what would you do if you were on a ship, or if you were previously on a ship where there was bad weather and then all of a sudden ports were missed. What happened? What did you do, and how was that rectified? Let us know below.
All right, everybody. So, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for watching.
Don't go out there creating no mutinies at sea or nothing.
Right.
So,
you want to enjoy your vacation. You worked hard to get to where you're going. You want to really enjoy it and take that time out for yourself. You don't want to be mad the whole entire cruise.
Yeah, sometimes you got to make lemonades out of lemon, right?
That's right.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for watching.
We love and appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes. Life's short.
Have fun, guys.
You see the world.
See it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.